Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you what you can do if you're having problems with your lights after you've made the change to LED lights. So this is probably going to be more applicable to those of you that have dimmer switches. So this is an electronic dimmer. I've also got rotary dimmers upstairs that I will show you later on in the video. Now, believe it or not, these lights at the switch are actually off, but yet they remain on. I cannot turn these lights off at all. When they all had halogen bulbs in, they were absolutely fine, but I wanted to save a bit of money, so I changed them over to LEDs. Now, if you have a look here, green is actually off, and when I turn it on, it will go to red, and then the lights will become bright and fully on like they should do. But yet, when I go to press it off again, it will go to green and the light should be fully off. But they're not. Now the reason is because this particular electronic dimmer is passing a small amount of current through to light this little LED here. And that's enough current to light the LEDs up. Now, it wouldn't have lit the old halogen lights that were up in there, but there is enough power to light the LEDs up. Now, the reason this is happening is, and this will be the same for rotary dimmers as well, rotary dimmers won't stay on, but what will happen is you will get bad dimming on them, or they'll be flicking and flashing. So if you have a look at the back of this switch here, so this switch is the same as the one up there, it's just that this is a 2-gang one, so it's got 2 switches on it. But if you have a look at the back of it, each one is rated between 60 and 300 watts, and that's the problem. If it's under 60, it's not going to work properly, and if it's over 300 watts, it's not going to work properly. You might end up burning the dimmer out. So beforehand it wasn't a problem because I was within that range, but now all of my LEDs up there are only 3 watts. So if you count there, there's 6 there, so 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 there, so we're looking at 36 watts in total, and that's the problem. These dimmers need 60 watts to work. So a nice easy way to do it is, long term, yes, change the dimmer out, but until you get your electrician out to do that, what you can do is just put one of your halogen bulbs back in, because if this bulb here is about 28 watts, then 28 watts add the 36 watts that is up there, will get you just over the 60 watts that will make this dimmer work. So let me show you what I mean. So what I'm going to do is, remember these lights are off now, so if you feel unsafe, just turn the breaker off completely to make the lights dead. But I'm just going to take one of the LED lights out, and I'm just going to change it with one of the halogen lights that were all in there before. Now this isn't ideal because obviously now this halogen is going to be using a lot of electricity, but if you have a look, as soon as I put that in there now, can you see all the lights go off? Yeah, they're not lit, that's just they've got a yellow bit in there, but there you go. So all the lights are off now and they're working as they should do. So I've got the green light here, and if I turn it on, they come on to full brightness, and because they're dimmable LEDs, I can dim them right down. So I'm dimming them down now. Put them up a little bit, and you can see now you've got full control of the dimming, just like they were with the halogen before. And now if I turn them off completely, they go off completely. So it's a nice easy fix, a short-term measure, just until you get your light switch changed out. All you've got to do is just pull out one of your LED bulbs and put a halogen back in. If, for example, you find you're still having problems, then pull out 2 of the LED bulbs and put 2 halogens in, and then you should find that that will bring up the wattage enough to make your dimmers work. Now I'm just going to show you one upstairs as well. Okay, so we're here in the bedroom now. It's the same design light fitting, but this one is on a rotary dimmer, and if you have a look at this one, I turn it on like so, and then you can dim it. But if you have a look up, right now I've got all LEDs in there, but I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but they're flashing ever so slightly, and also they're very, very dim. So they're not really letting off much light at all. And if I go to dim them now, so I'm going to start turning it down, you can see it will only dim to there. So I've only got from there to there, but yet my switch will go all the way over. So if I show here, between here and here, that's when it starts to move. So I've got all that movement there where it does nothing. So have a look there now, it's starting to go up. I've only got a very small movement from there to there, but yet it goes all the way down to there. And it's not just that, but they give off very little light as well. There's not enough light there. So again, that's because there's not enough wattage there for the dimmer to work. So what I'm going to do is take one of them out and put a halogen in. So turn them off. Take one of them out, and I'm going to put one of the old halogens in. These particular LEDs are actually 4 watt LEDs, and I've just put one halogen back in. And now, if we turn the lights on full, can you see how much brighter it is now? And I've got full range. I'm going to start turning down. I've got full range of dimming. Yeah, so if we go back to here, you can see that's on full. It'll start to get dimmer all the way. So it basically works the full range like it should do. So that's a nice easy fix to do it. Now if you've changed out one of the LEDs to a halogen and you're still having problems with flicking, or when you dim it down it's not working properly, you might need a stronger wattage halogen. So for example, I'm going to take out this 33 watt. I'm going to change it out for this 28 watt one. So this is 28 watts, but it gives you the equivalent of 40. And if I use this one here, you can now see that it won't work as well. Right, okay, so if I turn it on, it comes on fine, but then as I go to dim it, sometimes you will get flickering. There you go. So as you dim it down, can you see that everything's flickering? And that's because the halogen that I've used isn't quite strong enough, so I'm still below the wattage of the dimmer. Because remember, each of these are 4 watts, so that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Add the 28 watt is only 48 watts, and I'm presuming, I haven't taken the back off, I'm presuming this dimmer is going to be a minimum of 60 watts again. If you are having problems, just change out your halogen light to one that's slightly stronger. So I'm going to put this 33 watt back in. And now I should have the full range of dimming. So I'm getting dimmer now. As you can see, it doesn't flicker. Right, okay, now really this is only going to work if you're using warm white lights, because the halogens or the incandescent bulbs that you're taking out are going to probably be warm white. So if, for example, you buy a load of cool white LEDs, then it's going to look bad. So if I again take out one of the LEDs and change it with a cool white one, the problem is if all of your lights were that colour, then you would really see the difference between that and the halogen light. In fact, it looks ridiculous. So originally I did buy cool white lights to go onto the fittings, but then because I had to change one of them out to a halogen, all of these LEDs were nice and white, and then I had one yellow light, and it looks really bad. So bear that in mind. If you're using cool white, then you're not going to be able to use this method, because although it will work, it's not going to look good, because one of your lights is going to be a completely different colour. Okay, so in my house I've moved completely over to LED, and every single light fitting that has a dimmer attached to it, I've just done the same method. I've just put one halogen in and the rest LEDs. You'll see better on this one because it's not on. So you can see the LEDs are much bigger. I mean, they definitely don't look as good as the halogens, but they save a lot of money. So this isn't ideal, because remember, I'm still going to be wasting 33 watts there when each of these are only 3 or 4 watts depending on the light fitting. So you are still wasting money, but it saves me having to change out the light switch or get an electrician out to do it. On this fitting here, again, all 3 watt LEDs, apart from just that one tucked away at the top there, which is still the halogen, because again, this one is on an electronic dimmer. So again, you're not saving quite as much money as you could do, because I'm still wasting, I think that's a 28 watt up there. The rest of these are only 3 watts, so I'm still wasting, in theory, 25 watt there. So yeah, over time I can change that electronic dimmer over to an LED dimmer, and then these will all be LED lights. But if you're waiting for your electrician to come out and do it, you can still use LED lights in the meantime by just fitting one halogen. So I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up if it's helped you out, and please subscribe for more how-to videos. Take care, bye now.